The China-Trump summit, guys, it was it a success? Do you think the US got a lot of good things from it? Do you think trade's back on? China said they'll stop giving weapons to Iran or something according to the administration. What do you think we got out of this? Was this a success, basically?
No.
I think it's hold on though.
Next question.
No, hold on. Let's see. We have to change this perspective, right? Because China's hosting everybody now, right? China just hosted Russia,
Yeah,
right? Everybody's going to China now.
everyone's going to China.
Are they all going
China.
to bend the knee? Are they bending the knee to China?
Do you think they bent the knee?
Trump, 100%.
Do
100%.
you think he
Kind of felt like that.
it felt like it? Like
Yeah.
all Trump and like the leaders of capital all went over there too.
I just don't. I think because they're like, hey, we'll put on this show, and he'll feel like he's the most important person in the world, and we'll just run over him, and he's not going to realize it.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have like somebody with the IQ of a child running the country. He's just like blinded by the light and all the brilliant colors, and everybody's talking about him, like, hey, and then they're like, oh, hey, by the way, I just stuck this thermometer up your ass. And you have no idea. Like it's crazy, dude. It's painful to watch.
It is painful. Apparently, Xi didn't meet with any of the CEOs. They all met with like lower level agents in the
Yeah, he
regime,
didn't. He doesn't care, dude.
He don't care.
Well, yeah, because like if they were Chinese, they've all would have probably been executed by now.
And now we're like, oh yeah, Nvidia, you can sell them chips. And he's like,
Yeah,
you know what? He's like, we already stole that IP, and
Yeah.
we'd rather produce them here, and
We're
shore up our semiconductor industry.
You know, hey, let's show them Wuhan. Show them how it's bigger than Silicon Valley. You know what I mean? Let's show them all the robots that we got, and they don't. You know what I mean? Stuff like
I just think it's so weird. Where like for the last 10 years, Trump's been like, China's the enemy. We gotta be fighting China. They're the boogeyman. And now all of a sudden we're like and he's like best friends. Like it doesn't make any sense.
I
It's
don't
because
know.
he needs them
Yeah.
to try to get Iran in line. And he knows, like, from a consumer base, they're starting to push away from or pull away from the West.
I mean, what's stopping them at this point? You know, we're like shooting ourselves in the foot constantly.
Yeah, it makes no sense, man.
And
I
not
don't
to
know.
mention
the
our
whole thing was
populace
just
is
like kind of weird, and I get it. You bring some business guys, and Boeing's like, hey, we're gonna sell you like 200 jets when the original like leaked number was supposed to be like 600 or 700.
Mhm.
whatever they talked about never went public. We're never gonna know what they talked about.
I mean, we'll know if they show up on Taiwan's shores.
Yeah, that would be a big thing. I'd be surprised if any of these deals go through.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
wouldn't be surprised if they announced something where a limited amount of Chinese electric vehicles can be sold in the US.
Mhm,
Like, I
That's
bet
what
you that's coming down. Yeah.
BYD, man.
I would
They're
have.
gonna
I
BYD.
I would have loved to see Elon's face if that was true.
What is Taiwan's how do they have a democracy in Taiwan, or what are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a democracy.
I'm pretty sure China's gonna rip the playbook from the Israeli lobby. You know what I mean? And just buy the seats in Taiwan and then be like,
So they
"Yo."
actually met the chair or the leader of the opposition in Taiwan actually met with Xi recently.
Yeah, they're just
I mean, there's always like a pro,
yeah.
CCP faction in Taiwan.
What I'm saying is there's no reason why China will go and physically take Taiwan when they can just buy the seats.
I don't think they need to do that. I mean, Hong Kong, they just said,
Yeah,
we
even
own you.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And
exactly.
Except that was
Yeah.
just a natural transition.
I, but going back, I just think, I mean, like, what do you think Trump really said over there? Like, hey, we need your help with Iran. Stop giving.
Um,
You know what I mean? Like, because whatever they put out in public is definitely not.
if I had to guess, it probably has something to do with like, hey, stop supplying Iran. And when we say this is done, you will say, yes, it is done. You know what I mean? Like you'll just back
Yeah.
the US in saying this is over. And then I would not be surprised if in, let's say whatever, like 6 or 7 months, if it ever ends, if who is securing the strait is China
Yeah.
as the intermediary and the, non-combatant in all this.
Mhm.
I would not be surprised if China is the one securing, uh, and it might be under like a NATO, like a not like a UN kind of like mission, but it's going to be led by the Chinese, like no doubt.
Who's the China's president? What's his name again?
Xi
Xi
Jinping.
Jinping.
Xi Jinping. Did you see the fear in his eyes though when he shook Pete Hegseth's hand? Did you guys
No,
get a chance to dude,
I didn't see fear.
dude, Pete Hegseth's got aura, bro. I look, when you guys look at all the hand shaking, dude, Pete Hegseth, I'm pretty sure or whatever his name is, Jinping or whatever, was scared. He was like, "This is one guy
You're
I don't wanna
trolling, dude.
mess."
You gotta be trolling right now. There's
He
no
was
way
like
you actually mean this.
Pete Hegseth, he was like, he puffed up his muscles and was like,
I bet he did puff up his muscles. I 100% believe that.
and he wears those like kind of weirdly tight suits. They're like oddly fitted.
He's like my testosterone replacement therapy is going so well. I gotta show off.
I love the picture of them going off the plane. He's like in the back looking like, what the fuck? He just looked like a deer in the headlights, dude. The whole thing was
It was
crazy.
bizarre. I like the videos of Marco going like,
Yeah.
But you know what? Pete Hegseth is probably talking to himself like, "All right, come on, Pete. This is what you signed up for, Pete. This is what you signed up for, Pete. This is."
Did you see the video of Trump like trying to go through like Xi's whatever like folder or whatever? Like he speaks Chinese and like opened it up. He's like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh," and then close it. It's like, dude, what are we doing?
dude, the average like MAGA cultist is just like, God, he's such a genius.
They're like, yeah, he's spying. He's just taking it right from Xi right then and there.
Look at
It was
G.
probably the
G's just like she
probably
can't. He's like, oh, I can't stop him. He's too strong.
it was probably the menu.
Dude, yeah, it probably was. Or it's something that like they left there on purpose. It was all written in like dumb English, like in a crayon. And he's like, oh, it says top secret plans, like
Top secret.
I know.
Don't
Top
show
secret
to the
classified.
Americans.
yeah, it would. And he's
Chinese
like,
eyes
"Oh, oh."
only.
Yeah, yeah. And he's probably like, oh, I wonder how they see this with those eyes. This is crazy.
Steak or chicken.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
I can't-
dude,
I would 100% believe Trump would be like, just squint your eyes really hard. You could read Chinese.
yeah. He's like, that's why they're all squinting.
That's the secret. I'm telling you.
He's like, what letter is this? Like.
Trump is just I can't stand I just can't believe he's lasted this long in office. Like he's really testing the American people. Like I mean, like it is
Well, there's no real recourse until there's another election. Like, that's the whole thing. You got to suck it up for 2 years, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And in 2 years, or this year during the election, if it goes the other way, I mean, you thought the government was useless now. Like nothing's getting
Yeah,
done, dude.
nothing's happening.
Nothing. It's crazy because the Democrats, if they come in power, they'll have subpoena power. They're going to go on just a crusade.
Hopefully.
And my favorite thing is like Dan Bongino be like, if they get power, I'm going to jail. It's like you only go to jail if you break the law. You know that, right? Are you admitting
said
that
that?
you? Yeah. He's like, I'm probably gonna end up in jail. It's like, well, that means you broke the law. Dude.
They
That
said the
means-
same thing when Biden won the 2020 election. They were like, all of us were going to jail. They're going to jail. The dude who made that stupid newspaper comic that recently died, Dilbert, was saying, in 2 years, 2022, the conservatives would be hunted in the street if Trump loses.
Yeah. What's his name? Scott Adams.
Yeah, Scott Adams. Like you
doesn't
have to
matter,
realize,
man.
like this is how Trump won the election. They keep making everything. They keep they're hyperbole. Their
Can
whole
they
fear.
subpoena
It's
Trump
all
though?
it's all fear-based hyperbole.
Can
they
they
can't really
subpoena?
No, they can't really
subpoena
subpoena Trump because he's got executive privilege, but they can subpoena people in his administration.
Well, can Trump be like, I pardon them so they can't be subpoenaed?
No, because a subpoena has nothing to do. A pardon, it has to do with you got to be convicted.
So, like, if they do get subpoenaed,
He is
if
trying
they do
to.
get subpoenaed and found guilty, can then Trump be like,
Well,
"I
a
pardon
subpoena
him"?
has nothing to do with, like, being it has nothing to do with a
But
conviction.
it brings
A
them in
sub
front of a judge, right? The
No,
subpoena?
no, it no,
Oh.
well, no, it would bring them in front of Congress. They would be compulsed to, testify under oath.
Wait, but what does that I mean, like, we seen Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Pete Hegseth all lie under oath. So what
Well,
does that
you gotta prove it's a lie.
Mhm.
That's the problem. So they do try to catch him. I mean, that's the thing is, like, even if Congress finds you in contempt of Congress or, like, because you perjure yourself, like, somebody, like, in the Justice Department still has to bring the case, which they're not going to do against their own administration.
Right.
So basically, we're still screwed regardless.
It just becomes, like, partisan
Yeah.
It's just all
political fodder.
Basically, like, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to happen. The
nothing is going
president
to
won't.
change,
No one can do anything, in the
right?
country will pretty much just be in a perpetual deadlock. It's what
Because
happens all the time.
but what I'm saying is like, we, like they got the people talking about it. Like, yeah, you could talk about it, but there's no action. There's nothing really being done about it. And that's the problem. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
we can
because we all
accuse
gotta
them,
put
we
the
can
food on the table, dude. Man, with inflation and gas prices, everything is just hard. You know.
it is just hard, you know what I mean? Like, it
If
is
we
kinda
were
just hard out
comfortable,
there,
I'm sure more
like
people would find a reason to do something. But the fact is that your livelihood and everything's attached to your job, like your healthcare, everything. It makes it really hard to do anything, and that's by design, I think.
Yeah, but
oh, is it
your
are
401k is doing great.
Yeah, the Dow.
So
I
stop
mean,
stop bitching, dude.
so, I
Yeah, that's why
I don't know what to say.
I
I
need
just think
a
we
I
are
need Pelosi tracker to do the Trump tracker now.
she's not even the worst one anymore.
I mean, just
How crazy is that?
the president doing it is fucking crazy. It's fucking
Yeah,
blatant.
I would say the president's the worst one. Like, I think that's been proven, actually.
That's pretty bad.